Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Morocco TV.
So this young fella here goes by the name of Clavicular. I think that's how you pronounce it, but he's all into Looksmaxing. He's got quite popular for it. If you don't know what that is, that's basically just maxing your potential looks-wise. So he's helping younger guys to look better, apparently. And he went on the Fresh and Fit podcast recently and apparently started going on one. So we're going to watch it.
So we need men for different reasons, right? You said on a podcast that you're infertile. So I would need another man. Okay, but you're not like a man because you're infertile, right?
Just because I'm infertile temporarily on purpose.
Purposely?
But imagine if you had a woman that actually wanted
temporarily.
You had to finish it.
So are you saying women that can't give birth aren't real women just because something happened to them?
Introduction.
No.
One at a time.
No. I'm on testosterone replacement therapy, which means that, if I made the
that's
choice.
Like what trans men use,
Oh, so you're trying to get both.
No, that's just a hormone that's naturally produced in your body.
Yeah, so naturally produced.
And you've had like gender affirming care, so like that really does make you a trans man.
No,
right?
it's
I just
exogenous.
don't see it as like a man.
Girls, can you finish talking? It's like
I mean, just because a man isn't able to have kids because his sperm isn't strong enough doesn't mean he's less of a man. Goes way deeper than that. But she's only saying this to piss him off anyway, and he's doing a good job of staying calm.
From a scientific perspective, I would actually be at an elevated level from any man.
Wait, so
that's a ridiculous argument.
But
if you looked at it as a spectrum, in terms of testosterone levels, I'd be at the furthest end of the spectrum.
Wait, so
you're
can't
adding
not?
additional testosterone, not naturally.
No, I'm replacing with
exactly.
exogenous,
You don't naturally
which is
produce it.
but it is bioidentical.
But
to
you don't
testosterone.
naturally produce it.
But
so as a
I don't
man,
understand the
you're
argument.
Not manning.
I have a question.
But it is a bioidentical hormone that's just a
But
different.
you're not like a man because you're not producing it yourself,
Okay,
right?
I'm sorry you feel that way, but that's unfortunately just not concurrent.
We're
with
also
modern
very
science.
sorry.
That's one of the ways that women like to piss men off is by attacking our masculinity. I'm not sure what issues he's got and why he's on testosterone. Might be something to do with his health or whatever, but he didn't bite, so well done to him.
Which, by the way, I just want to emphasize that this is a horrible sample size. We're filled with degenerate Miami. So this is not like, what average people should be looking at thinking, oh, this is how women operate. To a degree, it is, but this is exacerbated to the highest level by the city, by its energy.
I always say it. Women on the internet are worse than women out in real life.
By their choices. But that's not to say that we can't learn from this. So, we take a look at what they're saying, and they're talking about personality, talking about taking care of them when they're on their period. And then we look at the choices that they're making and the guys that they're hooking up with. And there's a huge separation in kind of what's going on here. So we're often seeing, not good guys, these amazing personality, really funny people, running through these girls. It's often tall, good-looking people, who have a lot of money. Let's add that point of nuance there.
True.
Because money is important. I'd be ridiculous to deny that. But at the end of the day, the first thing that you see, the first thing that you notice when you lay your eyes upon someone is going to be how good looking they are, right? And that's going to allow you, do I give this person a chance to even get the other things out there, right? So their personality is going to be perceived a lot higher if they're good looking. Someone who's not good looking might have the greatest personality. You might like them and be soulmates with them, but you will never even get the opportunity to try that out because they're so bad looking, right? So
No.
I'm telling you, this is
You're so wrong. I dated the ugliest dude ever for 5 years, and I
Right. Like women love to always say, I did it the ugliest. And it's just like, so you are probably either ugly yourself or you're lying.
loved the hell out of him.
performative bullshit. It's all
No,
performative.
I love him.
He was probably at her level. She just thinks she's better than she is.
Exactly.
And what he's saying about the looks, to an extent, it's true. It does get your foot in the door. But when you meet someone with a brain, if you don't have one and you just look good, or you're a complete dickhead, it's probably not going to go too far.
I
Nope.
hate ugly people. Love him.
It's performative. It's performative. And that's not to say that even if that was true, which it isn't, this is what we're talking about across a society, right? If we look at not one specific antidote of a crazed, or which is what you quite clearly are. So
what did he say?
My bad.
Can I ask you a question?
yeah, absolutely. Who are we looking at?
I can't breathe.
Yeah, go for it.
Holy shit. Are you straight?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Are you a biological woman?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Why would you
I
ask
pushed the
that?
kid out,
What,
yeah.
What made you ask that? 'Cause I'm actually curious. Like, what
Well,
makes...
her Norwood line, her hairline, I would say her bimaxillary
You know more
protrusion.
about
She's
aesthetics
got-
than a bitch.
Okay. Well, women really aren't that smart. So
I ain't gonna lie, it's funny the way he's using official words to basically call her ugly and say that she looks like a man. And this is another tactic that women like to use, right? They like to call a man gay to take him down, but this guy's just not reacting. He's got the same sort of facial expression, the same tone of voice. They're not annoying him.
You know what? We should play a game, right? We should play a fun game with, the audience. Of course, the girls. Okay. Let's play a game called Looksmatching 101 with girls. So you can
Have an idea? Let's just skip past fresh.
Honestly, when he first walked on, I
Please.
wasn't gonna lie, I'd probably rate him around like an 8.
Without knowing anything, I would say like an 8.
I think a 6 or 7.
Give him like a 7.5.
7?
Auntie gonna give you a 9. 8.5.
Your turn.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna give her 3.5 out of 10.
Wait, wait.
I'm going to give you a 4 out of 10.
She got 3.5. Why?
Her mid face is way too long. Obviously, she's got the jowls coming in, horrible nasolabial folds. Horrible total facial width to height ratio. Just really bad age indicators. Her upper maxilla is super recessed, horrible infraorbitals. That's why your under eyes are coming in like hell. Really recessed chin.
That's me right here, man. Under eyes.
All the facial convexities are wrong. Her radix is recessed. Moving on, we could break it down if you want.
Yeah,
Please
go
do.
ahead. Yeah.
So her alar base, the width of her nose is incredibly large. Her nasal bridge is incredibly wide. Obviously you've got bimaxillary protrusion. So your bite is all off. Just everything is wrong.
Do you believe in eugenics? Yeah, you do. Okay.
That's a loaded question. That's a complex one. Yes or
He's
no
racist,
answer.
yeah.
No.
He's saying he believes in eugenics.
He just pointed out your flaws and your looks. He also did it to the white girl in front of you and the other girl in front of you.
So I'm just saying.
You said that.
If it was a no, it would have been a no.
It's a complex question, lady. So for you to think everything falls into a binary yes or no, you're just hard. So moving on.
Right.
Okay, shut the fuck up. But anyway, so let's move on.
You're not a search.
What's the number?
I would arguably say like 1.5 or 2. Like I would say probably a 5. But maybe in terms of the body fat, that could come down a little bit. 5 out of 10 is average. Okay, I would say you could be above average if you lost a little bit of body fat percentage.
I
So
actually just gained 10 pounds, so I agree with
yeah,
you.
it's dead average 5.
Okay.
She's a 4.5 over here. Her orbital bones, like the bones surrounding her eyes, her supraorbitals are suboptimal. She really doesn't have any eyebrows. Obviously, her nose is much too bulbous. Once you chiseled out a little bit more, got more angularity, I'd say you could definitely push over a 6 for sure.
Appreciate you.
And over there, I would say that you probably...
He's just being honest. Like, he's not even trying to harm these women in any way. He's just like, bone structure just a little off.
Probably have the best looks on the panel. It's not really a
Also
tough,
not shocking.
It's not a tough crowd to compete against, really. So like, don't give yourself.
He called. But you said your guy had a lot of money, right? So he was able
Not
to.
a lot, but he took me to dinner and
So he was
trips
able
and
to.
stuff. But
Anytime I've seen a woman be with a guy that is less attractive, he's either has status or money.
100%.
but the whole first time like we hung out, I paid for everything.
Wait, what?
Will someone just give this girl a reality check? She said she was with an ugly guy and she's talking as if she's up there. You was at the same level.
Even if that were true, which it probably isn't, your specific anecdote isn't going to disagree and contradict an entire society of women's choices.
And I would say this to add to what you're saying. I think the only reason you paid in the beginning is because you saw potential.
No.
So what I've realized about women is also you guys are kind of like scouts, right?
No.
Like if you see a guy and you're like, okay, he's on his way up, there's potential here, you'll f with him too.
He said the right
I think if women can see certain potentials, like, oh, this is going to be a good man to be with, and they can see all of that they're willing to invest.
thing at the right time.
Why are they even believing what this woman's saying? She's obviously just saying things to purposely contradict what he's saying.
Yep.
And like I said, if she was with an uglier guy and she was paying for everything, it wouldn't surprise me anyway. Because she's not up here.
Yeah, exactly. When she said ugly guy, I was the same boat as a Rocco right there. Like, girl, you ain't pretty yourself.
He actually complimented a Gucci belt that I got that day.
Awful taste.
Thank you. It's actually not like a regular Gucci belt. It's a tiger with ruby red eyes. So,
Oh, shit.
I f with
But
it
that's
heavy,
fire.
but regular.
You thought he was rich though.
No,
Yeah, but no, because
no,
like,
I didn't.
like,
I
it
thought
was,
he admired my taste, and
No,
I
but
with that.
it was unique.
No.
It was a belt. You know he had taste.
It was, but
You thought he
yeah,
had
he
money.
has taste. No, I didn't actually
So
think that he had
potential.
money.
Now you capping, man.
No, I'm not.
Your
I'm
lips
not.
say you're capping.
No.
Oh, no. Yeah, you are
My
capping.
lips say I'll, but they don't say I'm capping.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
This is why I recommend that no one live in Miami, because to be surrounded by this really like changes you as a
Facts.
person. Thank God
Facts.
I don't live within the city. You know,
He makes a good point. I bet if you saw a before and after of some of these women, they look completely different before they lived in.
I'm sure Los Angeles isn't much better. I mean, I think Miami is worse just because of the beaches there. We have some nice beaches here in Los Angeles, but I don't think the lifestyle is quite like this. The way, you know, all these women are. There are women like this. I'm not saying there isn't, but it feels that Miami is the hotbed of this stuff more than Los Angeles is.
Miami, the place you live starts having an effect on you.
I can't stop thinking about the fact that I have like 10 years on you.
okay.
I have 10 on him too, and he's stupid as hell.
Oh shit, are you stupid? Wait, who did?
Hey, Cece.
They know how old I am.
Yeah, you're 19 and you're dumb as hell.
Okay, all right. Any, that's it.
Are you gonna rebut anything he said though? I mean, do you know?
I mean, yeah.
When someone says something that's not true, it can't offend you. That's why he's so unbothered. He knows he's twice as smart as these donuts. It's not hard. All you need is an average IQ, but he's not a dumb guy. You can hear it the way he speaks and articulates himself.
So, talking about women are
Definitely sounds smarter than my dumbass.
we have the same sex drive as you. Like,
No,
what are
well,
you?
you're a whore. I don't know if I
No,
ever
you
said
didn't say I'm a. You
I
said
said
women are.
these women are whores. You're a whore. I didn't make the broad
When
claim.
did we? You just.
Women often
you
tend
How
to
many
be
women do you
promiscuous.
actually attract?
You just said
quite a
that.
few.
You just labeled me. So they,
You are, but you know,
That's fine.
that
That's
doesn't
fine.
that doesn't
You're
mean
a
I
gay
automatically
fucker, so you know.
just because you know I'm not like the average
We
guy
are
who's
who we
willing to
are.
put up with your
You
bullshit.
wear makeup,
as a
babe.
fucking
Both wear
annoying-
makeup. We're the same. We're literally the same. Like,
It's funny to me because she's been trying to rage bait him the whole time, and he says one thing and she gets pissed off straight away. He's beating her at her own game.
you mean?
Correct. Yeah. So I'm very objective with improving. So you know, that's why I make that decision.
I'm
And
also objective with improving.
okay, good for you. You know, did I ever once criticize your makeup?
No, you didn't.
Of course,
But I
but-
would criticize a man wearing makeup, definitely.
Okay. Well, you know, thank God I'm not going for
That
it.
might be the first thing she said that I agree with. I can't lie. Wear a
Yeah, the makeup thing is a little awkward. I can agree with that.
makeup. Yeah.
I
But-
would criticize a man wearing makeup, definitely.
Okay. Well, you know, thank God I'm not going for any women.
Thank
in-
God,
in
because
the
I
likes
would
of
never
you.
go for you. I'd be like, gay!
Okay, yeah, so,
Yeah.
you know, the only reason women like this get so mad is because they're used to guys putting up with their bullshit. You know, they could walk all over them. So when someone comes along with, you know, maybe a higher status, maybe a lower threshold for putting up with this, you know, behavior, this personality, it really just throws them off and sends them into like a manic state.
I hope
and we can
so,
see that
because
right
I don't want you.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I don't want anybody like you.
okay, thank God.
To cut off the
Thank God.
argument.
But the
Saves him
tough thing,
some time.
most
Women
women
understand
would
men
never
'cause
want to
they'll
teach
settle.
men.
Well, I mean, the point is, you know, men are here when they should be here. Women are all the way down here.
Yeah.
So that's the disparity, right?
Both
But
parties
That's
need to work at each other.
That's
hypergamy is basically women going so far above their means in terms of, you know, you're this percentile, you want to date this percentile. So when we come on this podcast and we're talking about all the things that we require to date a man, and it's a laundry list of items, super unrealistic. Of course, you're never going to find a man who is going to be committed in a monogamous relationship to you because you want someone so much better than you.
But
right?
you need
So-
a mirror.
What's that?
You need a mirror.
Okay, well, that's not what you're looking for.
No, it
because-
is. I would say so.
I wouldn't, because I would say that,
No?
you know, your list of demands and who
I had
you are as a
two.
person.
Pull up the calculator, Chris.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep
I
going.
had two.
So I guarantee if we take a look at the looks level that you would actually require to date a man, it would be so far above your looks level that, you know, it would just be absolutely ridiculous, complete hypergamy. So that's why you're not finding men who are committed to you. It's because your standards, your
This is gonna piss
expectations
him
are
off.
completely abysmal. So
I disagree.
yeah, because the ugly
well,
guy
let's-
dated
I
she
like
cheated
him.
all the time.
No, I mean, I wouldn't date an ugly guy, but somebody that I personally find attractive.
someone, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. Your, you know, looks level that you're requiring is too high for you because you're obviously,
I can
you know,
agree with this. A lot of
below
women really do think, oh, I just need a man that looks good. And what looks good to them is top 1%.
Average in looks, like quite frankly.
Facts.
You are below average, you are below 50th percentile.
Yeah, you missed.
I guarantee you wouldn't even date an average looking male. Someone of the 50th percentile, you would completely reject them just based off the premise of looks without even a second's thought. So when we have this disparity in your looks level and the men that you're going for, of course this shit is going to happen. You know what I mean? So this is nothing new. We just need to ground
I feel like this guy's got this type of autism where he's not got much of a filter. He just says what he thinks, and he's not actually trying to be horrible or personal.
I don't think he is.
He's just being honest.
So if we actually took a look around the room, you know, we don't even have a single one of the ladies at the table that even meet the 50th percentile in looks. Not one of them.
What about the men?
Those two over there are the best looking on the couch. You know, but you know, none of you guys are even hit the average mark. And I guarantee the men that you're going for are the top 1%.
I feel like
actually, I didn't even notice. Yeah.
This is the truth. They're not even average.
Yeah.
Like what the Godfather said, average at best. These ladies don't even meet that.
I would say you actually. So she sits around average right here, maybe 50th.
maybe a little above.
55th percentile, yeah, something like that.
I'm just gonna say I'm 51% because I feel like that.
Okay, let's pull up the calculator real quick. So, ladies, and I want you. We can go with Miss Jersey Shore.
Like, I completely agree with you. Men have more value when they're more rare, and
You can find a man that's good for you.
Yeah.
You just need to, you know, level yourself.
obviously.
Realize, you know, where you are, and you know, work from there. That's what I
No,
would suggest.
obviously, and a lot
I
of
think men are the same thing. Realize where you are, what you're able to attract, what you're able to achieve, and work from there.
us do
Progress.
that, but at
No,
the same
almost
time,
none of you do that.
no,
Yeah, no.
that's
Like literally none.
that I.
So what
I
would
cannot
you say to somebody like me? You can say this as
You
a
are
lie
cooked.
or whatever.
Damn!
What would you say to somebody like me that is 19
grits.
and of course like I said I have a past, but currently I'm in a
long
year-long
past.
relationship
19
and my
with a
man
long
treats me
past.
perfectly and
Yeah.
I'd say
doesn't
for
really
the
have any
streets,
like
already
extra
in his side.
benefits for me personally. His
Man,
job is
congratulations.
normal. His looks are normal, like nothing's over the top.
Wow.
So,
Be
in my
happy.
opinion,
I would be hard pressed to actually like take a look at, you know, how your man, you know, matches up to this, you know, calculator right here. And I think you're severely underestimating how much better he is than you. That's what I would say.
no, I completely agree that he is 10 times better
Right.
than me.
So you got lucky. And you know, that's good for you, but unfortunately that's not going to
I
last.
think a lot of women are in this lucky boat, but they can get the man. They can attract that man at least somewhat. But once that man gets into it, you know, conversates, have sex with her, they're usually done right after that because they have no substance.
There's obviously something going on there, you know, whether you're being cheated on or your man is simply.
I have his location and his like.
Okay, well that's
access
not
to it.
They're
doing
still gonna
anything.
cheat with the
that's-
location, babe.
That's not doing
He
anything.
doesn't.
But you know, the fact of the matter is, if someone is that much
He's
better than
cooked.
you,
Yeah, he's
and they're
cooked, bro.
dating you, you know, with your past and your 11 bodies, whatever the fuck, you know, they're simply seriously wrong there. You know what I mean? No man with any self-respect would take on your past and your trauma, essentially.
Oh, my cooking
Man,
smartly.
there's somebody for everybody.
She's finally found the man that actually accepts her for her past when she's only 19 and she's got a past, and now she's just calling him normal on the podcast. His looks are normal, this is normal. If the guy's not a complete simp, send her to the streets, send her back where she belongs, man.
She belongs to the streets.
Yeah, looksmaxing is a thing. I don't know if a lot of us guys actually take it into consideration. I somewhat do. Nice skin, good hair, a decent style, a decent shirt. It could be the same old plain shirt. Mine's the same black shirt. As long as it looks good on you, it's not so bad, you know? It's just, there's many things you can improve on. Little micro things you can improve on to give you a better edge. That's all it is. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.